Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the coming weekend, the final weekend of October, Saturday the 28th and Sunday the 29th. First to highlight and of worth as well, don't forget the clocks go back this weekend. We lose daylight saving times, British summertime, and we revert back to GMT as obviously we put the clocks back through into the early hours of Sunday. Now, back to the weather, and within the short term, it has been a sparkling day to the end of the working week. Obviously Friday, a lot of dry weather out there, some brighter sunny spells, there has been some mist and fog patches, but otherwise it is high pressure which is dominating across Ireland and the British Isles within this region here. Now, to the north of the country you can see quite a lot of cloud, and that is in association with relatively weak weather fronts which is moving southwards towards the country through into Saturday, leading to quite an overcast and in places damp day with a blustery northwesterly wind too. However, following these weather systems into Sunday will be another sparkling day, high pressure returns, plenty of fine and dry weather, if not quite chilly, despite some sunshine on Sunday. So essentially at the moment it is a weekend of two halves. Very little to show you obviously on rainfall radar. Again, much of the country is dry beneath the high pressure, and again with some decent sunny spells as well. So we'll jump straight ahead into the weather charts to put the details onto the forecast. And through the rest of the afternoon, again it is high pressure centred right across Ireland. Certainly a good day for setting the barometer. Atmospheric pressure this afternoon around about 1035 or 1036 millibars beneath this area of high pressure. So a fine afternoon, some brighter sunny spells and variable amounts of cloud. Temperatures will drop away for a time this evening beneath clear skies, but overall through this evening and then particularly into the overnight period, cloud will increase from the west, and this essentially signals the weather through into Saturday, apologies. So we move through into Saturday, the start of the weekend, the high pressure beginning to decline to the south and southeast of the country, and again as you can see there is a lot of cloud across many areas. Now as the day progresses through the course of Saturday afternoon, there will be a lot of dry weather, particularly across southern and eastern areas of the country. If I just roughly highlight the areas in question, anywhere roughly south and southeast of this line, we'll see a mainly dry day on Saturday. The cloud perhaps breaking as well to allow for some brighter intervals, but otherwise it will still be quite cloudy here. To the north and west of this line, it will be a generally cloudy and quite a damp day. Some patchy light rain and drizzle certainly possible across parts of Ulster, for example, and there will be quite a blustery northwesterly wind as well. And given the lack of sunshine, despite average temperatures on Saturday, it will be quite a chilly feeling day. Now into Saturday evening and overnight, and there may well just be an increased risk of some patchy rain and showers moving southwards through into the overnight period. So Saturday night into the early hours of Sunday quite cloudy and again damp in places, but it will be a relatively mild night on Saturday night. So through into Sunday morning, and it may well be again another rather cloudy start to the day, particularly across central and southern areas. But the good news is the cloud will break from the north as colder conditions filter south, and as a result by the time we get to Sunday afternoon the cloud is likely to have broken to allow for some brighter sunny spells to develop, perhaps some cloud lingering across western and southwestern areas, but otherwise relatively high confidence again after the rather cloudy start to Sunday for at least the cloud to break to allow for some sunny spells to develop as the day progresses. But it will be chilly in a light northerly wind, and through into Sunday evening at the moment in time the skies continue to clear, temperatures drop away, and at the moment in time Sunday night through into Monday is likely to be one of the coldest nights of the season so far. As a result, by the time we get to Monday morning, just quickly looking at the latest chart for Monday morning, perhaps especially across some central and eastern areas of the country, there could well be a frost, a fairly widespread frost on Monday morning. So let's take a look at the temperatures now through the rest of Friday into the weekend. Through the rest of Friday morning into the afternoon, maximum temperatures around about 11 to 14 degrees, 14 perhaps possible across the extreme southwest, and that is generally the typical range in temperatures, maximum temperatures for late October. Now this evening and overnight temperatures do drop away, at least for a time, 6, 7 or 8 degrees certainly possible, but then temperatures will rise from the north as the cloud increases. Now maximum temperatures on Saturday probably a little higher than compared with Friday, perhaps 13, 14, 15, maybe even locally 16 degrees across the south, but as I've indicated, given the lack of sunshine and the blustery northwesterly wind, it will still feel quite cool through the day. Now, through the course of Saturday evening and overnight, and the colder air filters in from the north as winds become more northerly. As a result, maximum temperatures on Sunday certainly no higher than around about 11 to 13 degrees Celsius, and particularly through the course of the afternoon and into Sunday evening, temperatures then do quickly drop away. By the time we get to around about 7 o'clock on Sunday evening, temperatures widely just down to 4, 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. And if I just highlight the expected temperatures through into the early hours of Monday, again particularly across some central and eastern areas, minimum temperatures of just 3, 4 or 5 degrees is certainly low enough to allow for a fairly widespread ground frost, potentially through into Monday morning. So let's summarise that in our weekend weather summary. It is overall a weekend of two halves. Saturday the 28th will be mostly cloudy across much of the country, but especially across parts of the north and west where some patchy light rain and drizzle is certainly possible. However, the further south and east you are, then it is likely to be a predominantly dry day, albeit mostly cloudy, and perhaps even with some brighter intervals at times. Despite relatively mild, or if not near average temperatures, it will be quite a blustery day, blustery northwesterly wind on Saturday. Now through into Sunday, perhaps a cloudy start, especially across central and southern areas, but otherwise the cloud is forecast to break as high pressure returns. A chilly day, quite a cold feeling day, despite the sunshine. And again, high pressure does mean a dry day too, and then temperatures quickly falling away on Sunday evening, with a pretty chilly night expected on Sunday night and into Monday. So that's all the latest details for the forthcoming weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as ever I'll be back with you early next week, taking a look at the finer details of the weather into the beginning of next week, and also how early November is likely to be shaping up.